Hello everyone, I'm Rick Picard with Quality Cutting Tools, and what we're going to do today is a little demonstration on a TUR lathe. This is a 630 MN with the Siemens 840 control. We're going to show you how easy it is to make a part using the conversational programming of this machine. You can order this machine as a base unit for approximately $120,000 Canadian. There's certain options on here that we have. We have third movable hand wheel, which is a pretty cool feature. We can basically, once we build our program on there to do a test run, we can test it by just spinning this hand wheel, and it'll, as fast as we spin it, it'll do the program. It's got, and we're going to show you later, but we have all the graphics up here, 3D graphics, a real-time simulation. This machine, we put on an option, a second control panel, so we have hand wheels where we can do some manual machining if we wanted to. It's got a joystick for power feeding. We would put the feed rate and speed in the controller and we could actually do some cutting. Spindle startup is right here. A couple other options on here. We're going to move this door. This machine, we put a 8-station power turret on. It comes standard with a multi-fix, just a C-size multi-fix. On the back we have a boring bar holder with coolant through. We've got a steady rest on here. It's got the power outlet for a chip conveyor, so it's a plug-and-play chip conveyor. This unit we brought in with just a chip pan and a coolant pump. Okay, next we're going to do a demonstration to make a part.
Hi, I'm Sean here. I'm going to show you how we achieve this machine part by programming it on the 840 controller. So we'll start off with setting up our workpiece material. You'll start off with picking out your G54. You'll pick out the material that you're using. You can go from cylinder, pipe, block, hex.
Remember to tell them what the G54 is too.
You'll enter your material diameter, the start of your work face, how long your blank is, how long your blank is sticking out from the chuck jaws. You'll put in your retracts for X and Z axis. And then you also will set your tool changer point where your carousel will go away to do its tool change. You can also set your max RPM and then your safety distance before it feeds into the material. Once this is complete, you hit accept. Then we'll go to removing the stock. So you'll call up your tool. Give it a roughing feed rate, set your RPM. You can pick from roughing or finishing tool paths. The first one will do roughing. You can pick your position if you want to do a stub or a bore, or if you have sub spindle, you can do the other side of the part. You can pick now if you're feeding the material, roughing your material lengthwise, or if you want to do facing passes. Enter in your diameter, set your Z0 starting point. You'll enter in the amount of material to remove on your X-axis, set the length of your part. Now you can pick either radius or chamfers in this mode. Corner radius or chamfer, and you can do the outside chamfer or radius. You'll then, excuse me, do your maximum depth of cut and also leave your finishing allowance for X-axis and Z-axis. Once this is done, you accept it. We can go down and create a finished tool path off the same geometry we just did. You'll give it your feed rate, RPM. We'll pick the finishing feed rate. Set your material diameter, Z0 length, your radiuses and chamfers as the prior one, and accept. The last, for the part that we have in the machine, we're going to thread it. So we're going to cut 12 threads per inch. We have it set up with our pitch. This is for changing pitch of threads. We're going to thread at 200 RPM. We can go from roughing and finishing cycles to just a roughing cycle, or we could just do a finishing pass. We can set up now for thread cutting, which would be digressive, or we can go linear movements, internal, external, the diameter of your thread, set your Z0, length of your thread, the starting point of where you're going to start your thread cycle, the run out at the end of the thread, your depth of thread, in-feed angle, your first depth of cut, your finishing allowance, spring pass, and your retract when you're in between threading passes. You can also do multiple starts on this. Once we're done, we'll hit accept again. Now we can come back and simulate what we programmed. With the simulation, we can verify that our program is correct. And it will also tell us approximately how long it's going to take to machine the part. Once the simulation is complete, we can go ahead and run the program by hitting the execute button. And now we can start the program. Here we reset up the material because our thread was not the proper size. So we're going to use the thread recycle. So you can see in the picture here, we lined up our threading tool into the V of the thread. Now we move over to the controller and we go into thread sync and then teach the main spindle. Now the threading tool is synced with the ball screws in the chuck. Now we'll be able to resume our program and recut the thread. Since we just finished our quick part on the conversational side. Just want to show you some more options of conversational programming we got. We have drilling options where you can come in as just like the other ones, you fill in the blanks for your different drilling or tapping cycles. We have more turning options, as in grooving, and we have different styles of grooves: tapered grooves, standard grooves, grooves with tapered walls, radiuses. We have undercutting for threads. We also have cutoff for if you're parting off parts. And also we have another one where it's continuous turn, where if you have a geometry that isn't suited by our quick conversational points, you can come in, draw your own profile, and program it off of that.
Thanks for watching the demo, everyone. Wanted to say with the machine, a new machine install is provided by us. We provide 1 week of training. So if you give us a manual machinist that's a good machinist, we'll have him making any part you need to make on this machine in 1 week. Any questions, pricing questions on the machine, give us a call. Thank you.